And like I said before, it's a stacked division. Who are you looking at? As far as coming back with, is there any names that kind of grab your attention?
Well, I keep my ear to the street. Twitter is throwing out Rosado, who's a warrior. He always comes to fight. It's always basically if you're gonna fight Rosado, you better bring your A game, because he's giving some people their first losses and they ain't even know it. He's beating up some good fighters. Rosado, he's definitely worth. Shouts to Gabe. I know he'll take the fight. It ain't even the question. It's just about, are they gonna pay for it?
Yeah.
Twitter's also throwing out Charlo. Now I'm not sure. I know the Charlo brothers. Must shout out to the Charlo twins. I get y'all mixed up. I'm glad one cut his hair, so now I can tell them apart. So I believe it's Jamel that they put out there, and I said, shoot, if you could get it for that belt he was supposed to fight for, I'm all the way in. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a belt. I'm not a champion, so I need to be a champion. So those are some names that Twitter's thrown out, and I'm all for it. As far as the list that Al's giving me, there has been none. There's no prospects. Matter of fact, we haven't even talked anything about any opponents. All he said is late June, early July return. So, I'm getting myself ready for that date, and then when we get an opponent, then I could work on getting ready for that person. But right now, I'm just focusing on me. There's still things I gotta fix. So, I'm in the gym fixing those things. And just getting myself right, getting my mind right, and getting my body right.
All right. Talking about the gym, I was hearing some interesting things about you and sparring Antonio Margarito and Sergio Martinez. Can you tell us a little bit about sparring Sergio Martinez?
Oh, it was a great camp he had going. This was for the Paul Williams' second fight.
Okay.
I was already in Oxnard sparring Margarito for this Pacquiao fight, and I got recruited to help with Martinez with his fight, and it was great work. I felt really sharp at that time, and I'm a credit to being around such great talent. It kind of made me rise my own talent, and the sparring sessions were great. I mean, we don't like to spar and tell, but I just say this: if he doesn't come out victorious against Cotto, I'd love to take that risk against Martinez. I'll come up. You ain't gotta come down. I'll go up to 60.
Okay, so that was a while back. That's my bad. I barely heard of that, but. Well, what's your take on that fight? I mean, seeing that you've been in the ring with Cotto and you've been in the gym with Sergio, how do you see that fight playing out?
Well, Cotto, he's gone through different changes. We had that body punching Cotto, that left hooking Cotto, and then under Pedro Diaz, we also had the boxing Cotto who could move and let off combinations and get out. And then we see him back again with Roach now. He seems like he's back to the body punching, left hooking Cotto like we used to know and love. To be honest, I don't know, because Sergio, I think it's going to depend on Sergio. Is he healthy? Is he going to get old on us already? I think we kind of been like Hopkins. We always waiting for him to get old. Is he going to get old on us? I think Sergio's the same thing. Is he healthy to take a fight like Cotto? I think Cotto's still hungry. So to be honest, I don't know, man. I don't know if Sergio's healthy and he's like his old, like he was when he fought Chavez or like he was when he fought that Zindrik. I think Sergio's gonna win. But if he's half stepping at all, like when he fought Martin Murray, I think Cotto's gonna get him.
Oh, okay.
Then again, you never know, man. There's a lot of different variables in that fight.
Yeah, it's boxing. You never know. I mean, hopefully be in the mix. And speaking on Al Heyman, he's making a lot of moves. What's your take on that? Seeing that he's pretty much not saying, I'm not gonna say running boxing, but he's getting a good foothold on it.
He's running boxing, man. I'm on the right side. So I was blessed when I got the call from Al. He wanted to meet with me. To be honest, I was champion for like a year and a half, and still not too many people knew of me. So I was very surprised that he even knew who I was. And then I was blessed enough to be signed with him, and really my career has taken off. Granted, I've taken 2 losses since then, but my name is up there. I'm getting some recognition, and also the chance to prove my worth, and that's all I ever asked for was a chance. So shout out to Al Heyman for bringing me on board, and Team Watson. Shout out to Sam. And, what I mean?
They ain't behind you. I'm trying to see if they're.
Not today.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, a lot of people are hesitant. They're kind of coming around to where Al Heyman is. Because at first people were, the whole Berto thing. But now he's willing to put his own people against each other. He gets the guys the right fights, and he gets some good money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think a lot of fights wouldn't have been made without his work. So is that kind of what you see?
That's what I see, you know, and I don't know why they would be upset about Berto. What he did was he got Berto a lot of money for decent work, and you can't be mad at that. You know, get paid hundreds and hundreds of thousands for a $10,000 fight. That's what his job is, and Al was doing his job to the utmost. Now he's still doing his job, but he's got a lot more mouths to feed now. But in my opinion, he's doing a great job because he's got more fighters than some promoters do. You know.
Oh yeah. I forgot what the amount was. Something like 60, something like that, something crazy like that, and it's counting.
And he's still with all those fighters. He still takes the time and. Like if I have a problem or issue, I could call him. He'll answer. He'll sit down and say, "Look, what you need and this that." So it's not. One thing I was worried about when he started signing a lot of people was how personal is it going to be, But yeah, still, with the 60 fighters, if I needed anything, I'll just give him a call, and really, even if I didn't need anything, if I ain't heard from him in a while, I'll still get a phone call from him or Sam or Sylvia, checking in on me, just seeing how things are going. To see if I need anything, so that shows a lot for me that he still takes the time to one-on-one and with me as a fighter when he still has 60 other fighters, and a lot of them more important than I am, but he still makes me feel important. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to hear. People need to hear this. People need to know because he's kind of like the mysterious guy. He doesn't really.
The only thing that people hear is just the rumors that come out. And for someone who no one knows, how can you even make a rumor up? You know what I mean? So I'm telling you now, he's a good guy.
Okay.
I can't say anything bad about him.
Okay, and and a lot of fight fans, it's reassuring to hear that, because a lot of fight fans, they're looking for an answer. What's your take on this Cold War? Do you think he might be able to cure this Cold War? There'd be something to happen because people are just looking for an answer.
You talking about with top ranked
Gold Boy? Yeah.
If anybody could do it, it'd be Al. By say fixing it, I don't know if that means bridging the gap between them, or if that means getting rid of one so that there's only one left. Either way, Al can do it. He could stop the Cold War, and I don't even think of it being such a Cold War. What's Top Rank done lately?
Yeah, I mean, well, let's go ahead and bring it back home because I know Las Cruces is a big fight town, and it's surprising to me seeing it's not a big town, but it's all about fighting. You know what I mean? And what kind of love, what kind of what's it like around here for Austin Trout?
It's a lot of love and support. It's a small town. It's barely a city now. So
yeah,
this is where I grew up, and so a lot of times people they kind of feel like, well, I'm not gonna get a picture, an autograph. I'll see him at the Walmart. He comes in usually on Tuesdays anyway.
Yeah.
But it's all love. The schools, they really bring me in and show a lot of support. Like, could you talk to the kids and give us your intake on how to be successful? And not that I know the keys to success. I know a couple of hints on how to be successful. It's hard work, dedication, faith. That's pretty much. It's not really a secret. But for them to want to help me to to help mold some of the youth. That's kind of my big thing is to give the kids some more help and it's not about either selling a crack route or having a jump shot. There's a lot of in between. You know what I mean? And each one you can be successful. So just give them that hope, and that's what I'm about. And Las Cruces has helped me out a lot because they give me the platform.
Okay. And you got Las Cruces, you got El Paso, you got Mexico right there. You have what's that city up north? Albuquerque. So do you see any kind of like boxing market moves down here? Is there a possibility of that? What's your take on the area?
I think New Mexico is really it's a boxing oasis. We have good elevation. We have good weather. We have good trails to run. I could see New Mexico, and then not just Las Cruces, not just Albuquerque, but New Mexico period, being a nice hub for fighters to get away and come train. I really do. Rigo got the 7,500 feet mountain air. We got a lot of things here that's good for the mind and for preparation. So, not to mention the fans, they go stupid out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep saying, if I could get the Mexican people to just adopt me as their own, I'd be all right. I ain't got to worry about nothing. So, I'm almost there. I'm new Mexican.
Yeah, I mean that's good to hear. You're getting out in the community. One thing I did notice, like especially on the Canelo presser, people booed you, but once you gave your speech and you talked, people, they didn't boo you when you got off stage. It kind of, I heard a lot of applause. You know what I mean? So that's good. You're getting out. You're well-spoken guy, classy guy. So with you getting recouped, getting good rest, getting ready to get back in the gym. What do you see as far as like Eric? Do you have any? Are y'all working with any fighters right now with Coach Louis? Bringing up any?
Yeah, he's got a fighter, Abraham Hahn. He just won last night. He had a crazy knockout, right?
Yeah, broke that dude's ankle.
Yeah, hit him in the face and then his ankle turned around. Anyway, Abraham Hahn, he's real good. He's actually a better kickboxer than anything.
Oh wow!
Like he's like Chuck Norris with them legs though, but he's nice with the hands too.
Yeah.
Just because he's super nice with them feet, he's nice with the legs. My man Cedric Shabazz out of Phoenix, Arizona. He's gonna fight later on this month. I was working with him trying to get him ready when he was here a couple weeks ago. And same with AB. Try to stay around like-minded people because iron sharpens iron, and that's kind of what I'm looking to do is get sharper. So. Yeah, we got a nice little stable here. Timothy Meeks, Augustine Sanchez. Some under the radar guys that I feel like you will know about in the next couple of years.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out on. And as far as Austin Trout, when you're not training or getting ready for a fight, do you actually watch boxing? Do you actually follow boxing pretty deep? Because some fighters don't,
No, I do. I'm a fan. I was a fan first, and I stay on boxing scene. Shout out to TRU Boxing Headz.
I appreciate it.
y'all really do. You're getting some local people shine, and they would have never gotten any coverage or anything like that without y'all, and that's what helps build these hometown heroes. So no, I do. I watch fights. I'm a fan. I've been a fan before I started fighting. So even when I'm not fighting, even if I'm mad at boxing, boxing ain't been too kind to me. I still watch the fights and either relive my own moments or project my future moments. I'm a good daydreamer, so.
Yeah, I think that's the same way with boxing heads. We get mad, some bad decisions, some bad stoppages, but we always come back.
We always come back. Yeah.
We always come back.
Like that domestic boyfriend, girlfriend.
It's like that hot girl you just can't leave alone.
Exactly.
But okay, and with these fights coming up, well, how do you see that shaping up? Like we see Floyd Mayweather fighting Maidana, and we have Laurel who just fought fighting Ishe Smith. What are your take on those two fights?
Well, the Maidana Mayweather fight, I think Maidana, he's a warrior. We all know that. In my opinion, though, Maidana's still a 140 pounder. When he went up to 147, he didn't seem like he was killing motherfuckers with them hooks and that right hand like he did. And the way he did Broner, was because Broner ain't a 147 pounder either. He's a 140 pounder. Floyd is a 147 pounder. And I think he'll be able to keep him off. The thing, Broner, he hit him a lot. He hit Maidana a lot. He just couldn't hurt him enough to keep him off him.
Yeah.
I think Floyd will be able to hit him and hurt him enough to keep him off him. And if you give Floyd any room to breathe, that's all he needs. So I think Floyd's gonna bust him up. And I like Maidana, I really do. And I hope he proves me wrong, because he's a warrior. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. But I think Floyd will bust him up good. And as far as a lot of Ishe Smith, Ishe he's awkward and he can make it ugly, and I think that's what you gotta do to beat a guy like Lara. But Ishe's very limited with that ugliness. It's not like he's super fast and super strong with that awkwardness. He's just awkward. You know what I mean? So I think Lara's gonna. He's gonna beat him up pretty easily. Now, will it be exciting? I don't know.
That's.
Will Lara knock Ishe out? I don't think so. Ishe's never been knocked out before. He does have a chin on him. So, with that said, maybe Ishe could do an Angulo and just take one to give one. But I think Lara's going to box circles around him.
All right.
I'll be watching for both though. Definitely.
Yeah, hopefully you get back in that mix. I mean, just looking at the 154 division, it's stacked. But yeah, Austin, I appreciate the time. You know, where it's a stacked division. You know, people love to hear from you. Love to hear you talk. So hope to see you in the ring soon. We'll be around. Appreciate the time. And is there any last words for anybody out there?
I'm coming back. You know, don't write me off. Don't count me out. And if you do, just know I get stronger when people doubt me. So that's why they call me No Doubt. I can't wait to start this year off right and get my legacy back in order. You know, we had a bad year last year, but it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
I could not be able to fight no more. But I'm healthy, and I'm hungry, and those are the two things. That's all I need to get back to where I need to be. So I appreciate y'all riding with me still. And then if you're waiting to jump back on the bandwagon, I'll give you a reason to want to jump back on soon enough.
All right, no doubt, Trout. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.